I don't know what's going on here. Oh, am I live? Is this a stream? I don't know. Somebody please help me understand how this works. I think I'm live. I, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try to see this. Am I live? Question mark. Let's see if this works. I'm live. Cool. Thank you, TJ, Esme, Chris. How's everybody doing? You know, it's been a long time since I've been posting YouTube videos. It's been a long time since I have done a Sunday. A lot in my life has changed, as it has changed for everybody's lives. And so I wanted to get on here. I just downloaded a streaming software. Listen, believe it or not, I do plan on doing YouTube again. I took a unofficial hiatus for quite some time, and it's been nice. Not in a bad way, but it's been nice. A lot has changed. I got a dog. I don't know if y'all have seen her, but let me grab her. She was napping, so she's maybe a little groggy. But this is JoJo. She's my little sweetheart. She's so sweet. I know, JoJo, you're so sweet. And she's taken up a lot of my time. In a good way. She's taken up a lot of my time lately, but she's wonderful. Hello, WD-40. Good to see you. Hello, Nathan, Sheriff Pinku. So JoJo and I have been really just... actually, Maddie, what's interesting is I just sent off JoJo. I just swabbed her cheeks, and I just sent her little swab off to a company called Embark. And they are going to be sending me her DNA results. So they should be able to tell me, like, what mixture of dog she is. Her siblings... some of her siblings have been swabbed, and so I can see what they are, and she'll probably be exactly the same, but it's still fun. They were like 46% Shih Tzu and 25%, she's so messy right now, Schnauzer, miniature Schnauzer, and, let's see, Dachshund. There's some Dachshund in there. Her body is really long when she's walking around. But she's a little sweetie. She is almost a year old in May. She'll be a year old. And I love her so much. She's going to go take another nap. But yeah, if you're not following me on Instagram, you certainly don't have to be. But I'm really a lot more active there. And it's the same username as my YouTube account, ajruck. And then over the last year, I also started a review channel on Instagram called Good Recos, and they're both linked below in the description of this video. So please go follow me there if you want to see more stuff. That's where I've been primarily focused, but I'm going to be putting more on here, and you'll actually see in my video library, I just posted a video review of Oats Overnight, the subscription oatmeal service. Not sponsored, not gifted. I bought it myself because I really wanted to try it. And I posted that. That is from my Patreon account. I finally started a Patreon after all these years. So if you want to join that, I do a audio podcast several times a week. I do a letter club where I write people letters. Every month, I have a little swag club where I send stuff that I've made here at my house, little crafts and shirts and hats and bags and all that stuff. So if you've ever wanted to join an Adam Rucker Patreon, the opportunity is there. Patreon/Good Recos. So I'm going to answer some questions. I know people have had questions since I've been gone. So happy to chat. If you have questions, you can put them in the chat. I'll respond. Do I still talk to Emily and Francie? So I talk to Emily like every day. Probably texting every day, most every day, and we talk on the phone several times a week. So I keep up with her a lot. Francie, I have not been able to keep up with as much. I believe she's doing just fine. We have not crossed paths as we used to. I left Southwest Airlines last year, and so a lot of my life has changed. Obviously, I haven't been going to the Disney parks quite as much. During the last couple years, it's just been not as fun looking, to be very honest. It looks kind of wild and crazy there, and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know a lot of my thoughts on that. But I recently started a new job at Pizza Hut, the corporate Pizza Hut office. So that has kept me busy, and I admittedly don't get to see the same groups of people as much. So I don't have an update on Francie for you, but I will tell Emily that everybody is asking about her and says hi. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here, see how the streaming looks, because I plan on doing more streaming. I've been watching a lot of streaming over the last couple years, as I know a lot of people have been, and I've just never dived into it, and I think it's a lot of fun. Like the reaction video. I gotta figure out what my stream niche is. You know, I don't play a lot of video games, although I did dive into Animal Crossing over the past couple years. Animal Crossing was my absolute jam. Let me plug in my laptop here so it doesn't die. Just a second. So if you have any ideas for me as far as streaming goes, please let me know. What's the most surprising thing you found and enjoyed while doing Good Recos? So there is, I'm looking over, I don't see, oh, here they are. Hold on. Let me grab them. Whoop. The Chirp wheels. I don't know if you saw these. These I posted a while back, but these are for your back, and I'll just get the smaller one out. You basically, this part goes along your spine, and you roll on the wheel, and it like cracks your back. And it was really helpful to me. I don't think it's for everybody, just to be honest. I think some people, it's probably not helpful to crack your back to that extent. So I don't recommend it for everybody. But the most surprising thing is these were like, it was like $95 for 3 of the wheels, 3 different sizes. And the other day I was at Five Below, which has quickly become one of my favorite stores. And Five Below had basically the mid-size wheel, the one that I use all the time, for $5 at Five Below. And it was just called a yoga wheel. And it was flatter, like it didn't have the indentation for your spine, but it was $5. And I was like, this would do just as well as the Chirp wheel. So I'll say the most surprising thing I found was that I like the Chirp wheel, but you can get it for $5 instead of $90 at Five Below. Also, these oats overnight really kind of surprised me. I thought they were going to be junk, but I really enjoyed them. There's been a lot, though. I've tried different clothes. I've tried different books. I've read a lot of books. Just all sorts of things. Let me click on the live stream. I want to make sure like everything is functioning. If y'all can give me like just a sign of life, just so I know that we're good, that would be great. How are my nieces and nephews? Everyone's doing really well. The kids are back in school, obviously. Growing up. I think Charlie is 11 now, which is wild to me. I mean, most of you were around when Charlie was not even born yet, when we were talking about Charlie being born. And so he's growing up. He's a really cool kid. And it's wild to see them get bigger and have like conversations with you. I mean, when like kids are babies, like you don't get to talk much, you don't get to, it's all like kid stuff. But now like they're getting bigger and they're having different kind of, interests in sports and different things. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, Becky, he's 11. It's wild. I can't believe it. I know all kids, it's so cliche, like, oh my gosh, you're so big since the last time I saw you. But like literally every time I see them, I'm like, you're so big. And obviously I haven't been on the channel as much, but as they get older, I'm not like filming the whole family nearly as much and including them in as many things, just because I don't know, like there's so much out there that is like, I feel like just kids don't want to be a part of, or like, I just don't want to like I would never take advantage of them, but I don't even want to give off that I'm like putting them on the videos if they don't want to be on the videos. So I'm waiting till they're old enough to know, like, do you want to do these videos? Do you not? Like, how can we let you be kids and not have to worry about social media and junk? I'm trying to keep, I have no say in it, but the longer they're not on social media, the better to me, because I think social media is just wild. I definitely will try to do a Sunday Thanksgiving this year. Obviously, the last 2 years, Thanksgiving has been totally off the rails, different than it's ever been in the past. So I just didn't, I didn't get to record. It wouldn't have been the same. The whole family wasn't together and everything, and so it just wasn't the same. Thrill Jammin'. I do love the idea of instant recos and doing a live unboxing and review. So I definitely think I could get into that, especially if I could get like a variety of things, like a bunch of stuff that I could get and do all at once, to do a sort of like combination unboxing / review, that sort of thing. So stay tuned there. I know Maddie, I felt like, well, I was there when he was born, but I felt like everyone, that was like in the height of Sunday, and everybody was a part of that. That was fun. Patrick Griego, any Disney trips? What are your favorite Disney parks? From Spiral Link fan. My favorite Disney parks, Jessica, wow, the opening of Cars. I just saw the other day, I think that was 11 years ago, or at least 10 years, I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but that's crazy to me that Cars Land's been open that long. My favorite Disney park is probably Disneyland and California Adventure. In Florida, my favorite park is probably Epcot. Right now, I know Epcot's going through a bunch of construction, but I think Epcot. It's just like, it's a combination of like, there's a lot of good attractions there, but it's also just like chill. Like, you can go to the countries and just like hang out. You don't have to do a lot to have an enjoyable, like, chill time. I feel like the other parks, you really have to be like bam, 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 like really hitting up all the attractions, waiting in lines and stuff. And at Epcot, you can just sort of hang out. I mean, I'll say this, when I worked there, when I was in the college program, Epcot is where I went the most with my roommate and just like hung out there. I don't have any trips planned. I don't imagine that I will go this year, because it's just my friends have been going the last few weeks, and it's so busy and so crazy. And the Genie Plus, I feel like they're still working that out, and I don't have any desire to go right now. I will go again. I'm not like ruling out ever going back, but there's so many other places I want to go when I start traveling again. So I really want to go overseas to London or France. I really want to get to like Seattle. I've never been to Seattle. Like, there's just a lot of places that I want to go before I go back to Disney. So stay tuned. I will go back. I will. But there's so many more other people filming and broadcasting and going now. It's like, back in the day when we were doing it, there weren't as many. I feel like there were still a ton of Disney vloggers, but there's a lot. there's a lot now, and I feel like there's plenty of content out there. I want to do it when I feel like I can put my spin on it and my unique Adam Rucker isms on it. And when my friends can go with me, because I know that was a big part of our videos was, the different combinations of people that I got to go with made a difference. So stay tuned. Jessica, we found out about gluten-free in the parks by watching your videos. Thank you. That's awesome. And they're really, obviously, as you probably know, they're really good about making accommodations for people and different allergies. That's one of the things that I love about all things Disney is that they, whether you're on the cruise line or in the parks, they do a really good job of accommodating those things. And speaking of cruise line, there's my cruise line hat. Gentle reminder, if you don't follow on Instagram, the links are below. ajruck, Good Recos. Would love to see you there. That's where I am most of the time, now that I don't broadcast every single week on here. My favorite Disney parks, remember when I first came to Orlando, because I remember riding the Dumbo ride. Yeah, the Dumbo ride is awesome. It's a great memory. I got to ride the Dumbo ride, many times when I worked there, but there was one night I was actively working. I was in costume, and I got to ride the Dumbo ride, and that was really, really cool. That for sure is like a lifetime memory I will always have. Yeah, I looked back at Jessica's comment about Cars Land. I love Cars Land. I still think, even with I don't know if y'all have been to Galaxy's Edge yet, but even with Galaxy's Edge and Pandora, the world of Avatar, I still think Cars Land is the most impressive addition that they've built at any of the parks. I mean, when you go in there and you see it, it's just it literally looks like you're in the Grand Canyon or Arizona, desert. There's something so quaint and small towny and visually impressive about that land that I just love so much. And Pandora is incredible too. I think of the three, Galaxy's Edge is probably it's cool, but it's not as emotionally charged, I think. Eve got to go to Disney right before the switch to Genie Plus. Yeah, I think some people like Genie Plus. I could see it being fine. I remember I really liked the Max Pass at Disneyland because it was just Fast Pass, but it was digital in the app. And it was $10 a day, and you got all of your PhotoPass photos and all your Fast Passes. And I could see how Genie Plus would be good, but I don't like the idea of the individual Lightning Lane attractions and how they're just racking up. By the end of the day, you could spend, $200 just on, Genie Plus a couple of additional Lightning Lane attractions. It's just are you serious? Can't believe I watched you back when I was in the 5th grade and now I'm in college. Whoa, that's nuts. Yeah, so I was thinking about it. I started my channel back in 2006. So that is 16 years. The Disney stuff probably came closer to 2009 or 10, 8, 9, 10. So if you've been around since the early Disney days, you've been around for 12 years. So yeah, a lot of people are in college or beyond graduated, so that's really cool though. They cheapened out on the character interactions and immersion at Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, they did. There was a lot of stuff built up about Galaxy's Edge, about how immersive and character driven it was going to be, and as a visual experience, visually it is super immersive. But yeah, the character interactions, the overall vibe is still super theme parky, and it's tough when you have a really, really popular brand like Star Wars, and you have a lot of people who have differing experience with it. So you have Star Wars fans who are, diehard since the original movies came out decades ago. And then you have people who are new to the fandom from The Mandalorian or the Clones animated show or any of those things where it's just like it's hard to service all of those people at once. And, I think they did the best they could. But, yeah, I think there's a lot of room for improvements. I did see that the Galactic Star Cruiser, the first reviews came out today of the preview cruise. Thrillin' Jammin' just brought that up, the $6,000 cruise on the Galactic Star Cruiser. And I was actually really appreciative of the people who I watched their initial reviews. There's some, you probably all know them, some popular Disney influencers who were on the ship, and I appreciated their being so candid, in that they said, like, it was an incredible experience, like nothing I've ever done before. It was a lot. It was way too much. It was so fast paced. It was exhausted, and it's not for everybody. Like it's for the diehard people who just want to go, intense 24/7 Star Wars, and who can afford it. And that's the thing about Disney that I think is a little disappointing. Like, I love that they have a premium experience that is really unlike anything else. Like, I love the idea, but when you execute it and it comes out to be, more than an actual Disney cruise, or more than just like, I don't know. It's so hard to justify those prices. Even the villas at what's the resort? Oh my gosh, the Polynesian. Those like overwater villas that are really nice. They're like houses and have a private like deck where you can see the fireworks, and like those are cheaper than the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. It's like, I don't know. It's so, I don't know who they're after here, and I don't know how that's gonna continue to be a profitable experience, but we will see. Patrick, glad you're doing well. My sister and I used to watch the Disney videos and dream of being in the parks. We both ended up doing the college program because of it. That's so awesome. I know a lot of people have joined the college program because of our videos, whether they were the running videos or the parks videos or me just talking about the college program. And I hope you all enjoyed the college program. I know it's, once you get there, I mean, it's a real job, and it's not easy, and it's not for everybody, but I hope you enjoyed it and had a good experience there. I certainly, I haven't worked for Disney since then, but I talk about it all the time. Anytime I have a job interview or something where people see on my resume that I did the program, it's like the first thing they ask about. So I'm glad you had a good time. Hello, RVing to Disney. It's good to see you here. I know you from the Good Recco's Instagram and everything else. This is my Pizza Hut sticker. Oh, and this is my Good Recco's sticker. And that's my JoJo sticker. Look. I drew JoJo and made little stickers. And these went out to my Patreon Letter Club members. This is from my Good Recco's, and I did send those to Patreon too. And then this is from Pizza Hut, which I just started working at. Thank you, Thrill Jam, and I'm glad you will be around, and thank you for being here today. Stay tuned. I will have more to come shortly. I know. No, this has been really fun, and I do plan to go live. I'm going to try to go live at least once a week and have a good little live show here. because I've been neglecting YouTube for a long time. I didn't really know what to do with it since I wasn't going to the parks as much. I don't want to, and I'm working full time, so I can't go out and vlog quite as often as I used to. But I'm hoping to get back to doing a more regular schedule here. So get excited about that. Thank you for being here. Disneyland musician. You also made me realize that you don't have to do every ride in one day, and you can really relax and do a few rides and still have a great time. Yes. Thank you. I'm so glad you got that because, yeah, that's the thing. I always told people that were planning their Disney trips, like, first things first, I have to be clear with you. You are never going to do it all, ever. It's never going to happen. So I would see a lot of people that plan these trips, and I don't know, like, you only get to go every so often, so you want to get as much done as possible. I get that. But you don't want to be doing so much that you're miserable, and you don't have any time to sit and, like, soak in the environment and just enjoy your time, be glad you're there. So as we, made our videos, that was a very purposeful thing that we chose to do, which was, like, I don't want to show people us just running ourselves ragged trying to get 1,000 things done. Let's, hit some of our favorite attractions, get some good food, and show you how you can have, like, a really nice day and really enjoy your time. So that's what we hoped for. Thanks, Eve. I love him too. I miss Pizza Hut. In St. John's, we had pizza, and that day, Pizza Hut is no more. Oh, no. But we had Little Caesars. I grew up on Little Caesars, hot and ready. Like Good Records, a chirp wheel helps with yoga back bends and mobility. Yes, so one of the things I worked on over the last couple of years was my flexibility, and every day I would get up and do stretches and, work on my mobility. So definitely used those wheels for that. And I have another recommendation. Somebody here on YouTube, his name is, I'll put it in the chat here. Let me see if I can @ him. I think that's his name, the Bodyweight Warrior. Let me see. What's his YouTube channel? Where's your YouTube, buddy? What is your YouTube channel name? Oh, Bodyweight Warrior. It's just Bodyweight Warrior. Let me try adding that. I don't know. Look him up. His YouTube is great, and he has, like, amazing, like, follow along stretching videos and mobility and flexibility videos that I did every single morning, and I still do. So I love that. And I got a Peloton, so I've been doing a lot of cycling, but they have a lot of different classes too. So I plan on talking about that a little bit. I know Pelotons are very expensive. I saved up for a long time so I could get it. I ended my gym membership, so I was able to kind of shift my funds and my focus toward the Peloton, but I'm really enjoying it. And if anyone is out there on a Peloton, you can follow me there at ajruck. So anyway, this has been great. This is exciting. If you have any more questions, let me know. But I am going to wrap up for now. But stay tuned. And like I said, follow me on Instagram, ajruck and Good Recos, and we'll keep in touch. But I will be going live here on YouTube. I'm going to try to do it once a week. So, and it might be Fridays. It might be around now. But stay tuned on when that schedule will be. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so many of you have been around for like decades, and I appreciate that so much. Yes, I will tell Emily everybody said hi. We talked about that earlier, but you can go back and watch watch the stream from earlier. But have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and I will see you here